Good afternoon, welcome back to my channel. So I want to go over something real fast that a subscriber asked. So basically, he asked how do you cross strings, right? So you just cross strings, you're going to alternate pick. That's the deal, alternate picking. That's why I say it's very important you understand how to alternate pick. So it's just basically 12 down, up on 13, down on 15, up on 12 on the E string, then it's down on 15, up on 13, down on 12. Then if you feel like you're going to get brave, you can go. Which is basically the Aeolian in the key of E minor. So hopefully that answers your question, but you can play that basically skipping strings, or I should say not skipping strings, but when you cross over, it takes time. You have to, you have to slow down. You have to have a metronome going, even if it's really slow, and you have to really lock in, with the metronome, because I can tell you that a lot of guitar players, including myself, we have our guitars set up certain ways. If you look at that, you can kind of see that, my action is fairly lower, right? I don't have super high action, and the reason for that is because what you just asked, how do I cross strings? Well, if I had my action super high, it would be harder to do. Therefore, you may lose a little bit in tonality, or basically, the word I'm trying to say is, when a note rings out, it may not ring out as long, but if you're gonna sweep pick, sometimes all that does matter, and that's why a lot of people have lower action or medium action on their guitars. So I hope that helps. Ask any more questions, it's fine. But like I said, crossing strings isn't a big deal as long as you make sure that when you cross the string, if you're supposed to be on an upstroke, you're on an upstroke, you're not on a down, because then that could cause a problem where you end up getting really sloppy. You might be really fast, but you might be hitting, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, and it might end up really messing you up. So you're better off to go slow with that one position I gave you, E minor, 12, 13, 15, back, and then 12, 13, 15, 12, 14, 15, if you feel like you can go that far with it. But just always alternate pick. It's very important. I mean, I can't stress enough, like, if you can't alternate pick, like, you're gonna have a long, it's gonna be a tough road to hoe if you cannot alternate pick. That's a fact. And no matter what anyone else tells you, I don't care if you're paying for their services or not, if you cannot alternate pick, you're gonna have a really hard time. So it's very important, even if you just sit with your guitar and just just so anyway, my point is just that it takes effort and it takes time, and you're gonna have to, if you want to be able to be really good at it and feel comfortable doing it, then you're gonna just have to spend hours each day and just work your way through it and get better. And don't take any shortcuts. Just do like everyone else that got fairly well with it, and take your time and just try to have fun with it. But I can tell you, your parents or your girlfriend is probably not going to be too excited about you doing it all day, but because it can get very irritating to some people. So anyway, You guys have a good day, and let me know if that answers your question.